Welcome to the Boulevard Home Game of the Week on the Fans Sports Network.
Punishing runner.
Into the end zone, touchdown.
Big hole up the middle. 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
For a touchdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into your Boulevard Home Game of the Week from Snow Canyon High School, where the Warriors getting ready to take on the Pineview Panthers. Caden Formaster with you here on the broadcast alongside Paul Ratliff, hanging out in the booth with you this evening for the final game of the season, as we are just about ready to get into some playoff football here next week as well. Paul, this one should be a pretty good matchup between these two teams.
Yeah, I mean, you look at both of these teams, and it's high-octane offense is the first thing you hear about, read about on our shows, read about locally in St. George News. But when you got Brock Harris, Matt Costa, Quincy Jones on one side, JT Westbrook, Conrad Green, and Samaje Thompson on the other, you're due for a shootout, and I think that's what we're going to get tonight, Caden. So I'm really, really looking forward to this one. A lot of points going to be scored tonight is my prediction.
I think so, too. And for our viewers at home, we just want to let you know it's extremely windy here, and it's been creating a few issues when it comes to the connection between our camera to the booth, to the computer here. So if we get some of those rainbow lines across the screen, we promise it'll go away quickly, and hopefully it'll stay away. But, yeah, very windy here tonight, and that ultimately will play a factor in the game as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at the passing game for both these teams being really the engine that drives the car for both offenses. So is the passing game going to be affected early by the wind? Will it get worse throughout the night? We'll just have to wait and see. But I'm with you, Caden. The wind howling is like it is could definitely play a factor in tonight's game.
Again, we welcome you into the Boulevard Home Game of the Week here on the Fan Sports Network. We have this game being broadcast for you on the fansportsnetwork.com and the Fan Sports Network YouTube page, along with Crimson Cliffs hosting the Dixie Flyers across town. Both of those games being brought to you here tonight. We want to thank our sponsors for the Region 9 Tailgate Show, Finley Subaru, Fabulous Freddy's, and Bucks Ace Hardware. Want to thank our proud sponsors for tonight's game as we are getting into it here tonight at Snow Canyon High School. And with Bucks Ace Hardware, they have the best selection for guns and ammo, barbecues, lawn and garden. Think Bucks, 3 locations in southern Utah. Now, let's talk a little bit, Paul, about these two teams here tonight, both of which, I feel like personally that these two teams will match up really well against each other in a lot of different ways. What are some of the things that you're seeing coming into this one tonight?
Yeah, for Pineview, I did a lot of their games early on in the season, and it was all offense all the time, high octane, run and plays quickly with that formidable trio of receivers that they have, and the defense was kind of their Achilles heel. A lot of guys playing two ways on Pineview, and it creates kind of a fatigue factor, but at the same time, they were a great offense and definitely ran it up quite a bit.
Well, we're going to step aside for just a little bit as we pause for the national anthem. We'll be back right after this on the Fan Sports Network.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks Ace stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cass Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
I've got 15 seconds to list all the reasons that you should call Jason Baum at Bay Equity Home Loans. First-time home buyer specialist, down payment assistant loans, investment loans other guys haven't even heard of, reverse mortgages, and so many more to name before I run out of time.
Inspired design. Ultra quiet operation. To you, it's a Bryant Evolution cooling system. To us, it's the ultimate machine.
All set.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Welcome back in here to the Fan Sports Network. It's your Boulevard home game of the week, where we're getting ready to kick things away here in just a little bit. But before we wrap things up, we want to thank House of Jump, our pregame sponsor for today's game. You can purchase 1 hour of jump time Monday through Thursday. Mention that you heard it right here on the Fan Sports Network, and you can get $10 towards the arcade for free. Now, let's talk, Paul, a little bit about our keys to the game, brought to you by Team D Auto Sales. Visit them at teamdautosales.com.
Yeah, I think for Pineview, it's start fast. Get your key guys involved. That's Quincy Jones. That's Matt Costa. That's Brock Harris. It's got to be those guys. They're your focal point. Those are the guys that have got you where you are so far. Obviously, no wins last year, up to 3 wins this year. So huge improvement team-wise, and the key portion of that has been the offense. So I think go back to your roots, get your key guys involved, and good things will happen. For Snow Canyon, I think it's just let Tank Kelly be himself. Just let him play, let him kind of flow and play the way that he likes to play with running the football, throwing it. Let him just be a creator. And I think that he can take over a game single-handedly. So if you just let him be himself, let him play in his own game, then I think Snow Canyon's going to have a good shot to win this game. But both offenses are my keys tonight, as they both have talented pieces on them. Pineview, the receivers, I think Tank Kelly, a quarterback for the Snow Canyon Warriors, are two of the key impetus to tonight's game.
I like that you mentioned getting out to a hot start for Pineview. I think that's exactly what they need to do, and they have the tools to do it on the offensive side. Talked about Quincy Jones and Brock Harris, who have been two of the leaders, not only in the region, but in the state in receiving yards all season long. And, in region play, that's been quieted down just a little bit. Preseason, they did really quite well, and in fact, we're at one point helping Adam Moore lead the nation in passing yards through the first few weeks. So can they get back to that preseason form and push the ball the way that they used to? Maybe. We'll see if they can do that tonight. But like you mentioned as well on the Snow Canyon side, with Tank Kelly at the helm at quarterback, they have a pretty dynamic offense where they can run, they can pass, they can do a little bit of everything, and they really do just kind of have to keep it surprising. I think that they need to not settle into one thing or the other, just make sure that to keep Pineview Panthers on their toes here tonight. And it looks like Snow Canyon's going to be receiving the ball, and they're going to play against the wind to start things off here. The wind blowing from the north to the south, and Pineview will get the ball in the second half. So Snow Canyon will start with things here shortly.
Yeah, and just the thing I normally do every week, I do a prediction Paul's Pearl, spotlight one player pregame, and that's going to be number 2, the senior Tegan Whitehead. This is a guy that's gone through a lot of injuries. He's a great feel-good story. Didn't play at all last year. The year before got hurt 3 or 4 games into the season. So it's really good to see him being a top guy in sacks in Region 9. He's top 6. And also moving in the middle, getting a lot of tackles in the middle of that Snow Canyon defense. He's my pearl tonight, Tegan Whitehead. Hope that he has a good game.
Yeah, and I believe that the Warriors are, again, coming into the senior night pumped up, ready to go. They're feeling it as they rush the flags out through the tunnel and are getting set to get this one underway here shortly. And we thank you for joining us on the Fan Sports Network again as we get ready for kickoff in just a little bit. Again, we want to thank Findlay Subaru It's one of our sponsors. Visit them at FinleySubaru.com and check out that all-star lineup on the saving side of the freeway. And, of course, Fabulous Freddy's, voted best of Southern Utah for car wash, soda, and cookie sandwiches. They kind of have it all over there at Fabulous Freddy's. 2 great locations on River Road and on Bluff Street. Make it a fabulous day at Fabulous Freddy's.
Yeah, Ike's sandwiches over there at Fabulous Freddy's. One of the best sandwiches in town if you haven't had one.
You know, I had it for the first time about a month or so ago. And I was very impressed.
Yeah.
I was very impressed. It was very good. But, you know, what's funny is I stop by Fabulous Freddy's about once a week, at least once a week, and it had been the first time I'd ever actually tried it out. So I was happy to give it a shot. It was really good, and I'm glad that I stopped by and gave Ike some love.
Absolutely. It's a great spot, great sandwiches. Freddy's, too, the cookies, the drinks. They just, like you said, they've got it all.
Yeah, they got those splash sodas. And for me, do you know what I love about it, which is one of those things that a lot of people may or may not look out for? I look for the octane gas, right?
87.
I got to get my 87 octane in my car, and you know what? That's the base over there is 87 octane. So for me, it's a good place to fill up on gas because I need that 87.
That's right.
So it's pretty good. I know a lot of people don't look at that, but maybe if you do, you're thinking, no, maybe I need to stop by Freddy's for gas.
I am conscientious of that.
Yeah.
I've seen that they are a base 87. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. How often are you going to talk about gas octane on a football broadcast? Well, guess what? We're doing it tonight. We're doing it tonight. Taking their time to get things set up. Again, it's extremely windy over here at Snow Canyon High School. And David Beckstrand over there kicking it. I believe it's Beckstrand. I think that's at number 10 over there. He's usually the one kicking it away. He's taking his time getting that football set. It's got to be just right. And the wind's going to push it around a little bit for him. But hopefully we'll get things set up here sooner than later.
As, yes, they are all bunched together in a close little formation here, but I think they're going to pan out as they do now.
And we got the whistle from the official. That's what they were really waiting on, and the official finally gave him the go-ahead to kick this away and get things started. Again, this is Beckstrand for the Panthers. Getting ready to kick it away. And there it goes again. He's got the wind at his back. It'll go to the end zone. And we'll bring this thing out to the 20-yard line, get things started.
Yeah, and all eyes on number 1. That's Talon Tank Kelly, as he has been one of the top leaders in passing yards, adds an added dimension on the ground, rushing the football. He's got a ton of total touchdowns rushing and passing. He's been the guy for Snow Canyon. And let's see how he comes out on his first drive, Caden.
Let's see how they do on this first drive indeed. Wearing the pink as well.
Yeah.
Both teams rocking the pink. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so you'll see pink across not only high school, but you'll see it in the college and the NFL as well. And both teams taking advantage of the pink tonight. Dropped in the backfield. Now, they say it's incomplete. I was hoping that wasn't a lateral. If it had been, he really had to dive on it. They'll just say it's an incomplete pass.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10, and you're right, disaster averted, because that was definitely going for a loss if he had caught it. But 2nd and 10 regardless, and they live to fight another day, not being behind the sticks, which is huge in this game. Want to see both teams stay in front of the sticks. Don't take unnecessary penalties.
On 2nd and 10, Kelly takes a snap. Play action. Pressure gets to him. Goes down for a loss.
Yeah, huge sack there. Up the middle pressure from the Pineview defense, just collapsing that pocket as we see on the replay here. The guard for Snow Canyon just not really getting a good seal on 59 of the Pineview Panthers, and the pocket is collapsed.
And that'll bring up 3rd down, and a lot of yards to go here. 3rd and 16. Trips to the near side. And the snap is away. Kelly looking to pass. And again, swamped.
What a stand there by the Pineview defense, as they provide pressure on just about every single play that series, and really seems to frustrate Tank Kelly a little bit, and that's going to bring out the punt team for the Warriors.
But if you're the Panthers, that defensive stance looked pretty good.
Yeah, on the other side, definitely looks great for the Panthers as they get a 3-and-out on this potent offense.
Matthew Costa and Quincy Jones back to receive. The punt is away. It takes a hop, and the Panthers will just let it fall in. No need to return it. It wasn't too long, and they'll be able to get the ball at their 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Panthers, as their offense definitely doesn't need it, but has needed it the last couple weeks. As we talked about in the pregame, how they haven't been quite as explosive as the non-region schedule. But here they come, and let's see what they can do on this first drive. Let's see if they can get everyone involved on this first drive. Spread the ball around.
And that's Adam Moore back there. He goes handoff to Tonga up the middle for little gain as he's immediately swarmed. Gain of a yard.
Yeah, swarmed there by a host of Snow Canyon tacklers, including one of the top tackle guys in the region. That's Ryder Holt, number 4. He was on the scene early, and he'll be there often tonight.
And not only one of he is the leading tackler.
The leader.
Absolutely. Second down. Moore bobbles it a little bit, gets control of it, throws it up the middle. It's caught. Costa takes it in for the first down.
Yeah, Matt Costa, a guy that gets open with a regularity, and he got open there again as we see him just sit down in the zone past that first down marker and makes the catch and move those chains as Pineview off to a hot start on this offensive drive.
Red Rock Real Estate first down for the Panthers. Check out Red Rock Real Estate at redrockrealestate.com. Focus on you from land to luxury. At the 38-yard line, Moore takes a snap. Play action, pressure coming, rolls out of it. Tucks and runs. Nearly slips through a tackle, but instead is taken down by Ryder Holt.
And Ryder Holt again running sideline to sideline as he's just everywhere. But this is a good play by Adam Moore, as we see on the replay, as the great fake and the protection breaks down, but he's able to break, contain, and get outside and pick up about 6 yards on first down. So great play, turning something or nothing into something there from Adam Moore.
And the Panthers really taking their time to get back out to the line of scrimmage with 9 minutes on the clock and, of course, still scoreless on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. They keep tight end Brock Harris tucked in, 2 receivers up to the far side. More to pass. It's blocked and falls incomplete.
I think that was tipped by number. I didn't get a good number on it, but let's
see if we can check it out on the replay.
Right up the middle there. Looks like number
56.
That's 56.
Yeah, Tag Goobler.
Tag Goobler, who's been a constant force throughout the season in the middle, and he makes another play for the Warriors, getting that big paw up there and breaking up that pass. So it's going to slow down the Pineview offense that was rolling right along up until that point.
3rd and 5. Moore, back to pass. Goes over to Tonga in the flat. Tonga takes a hit, falls down at the 29-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 1.
And just a little bit short there for Mo Tonga. I saw the body size match up here out in the flat, and I thought he was going to be able to plow through and get that extra yard. But great form tackle there by the Snow Canyon defense, just bringing down the big Tonga about a yard short.
They're going to go for it on 4th and 1. It's a direct snap to David Beckstrand. He follows a blocker. He'll get enough for the first down, about 3 yards.
And Beckstrand, that guy, when they like to go big, we've seen Gilly Sanchez back there for the Warriors, and he kind of is that change-up back for the Pineview Panthers as Beckstrand rams it up into the off-tackle area of the field and just gets that first down. Huge play for the Pineview Panthers.
Following Big Mo Tonga all the way through, and that will get them started now at the 27, approaching the Cache Valley Bank red zone. Send three receivers to the top. Moore takes a snap, hands off to Tonga. Tonga immediately taken down by Ryder Holt.
And Tonga, that is his specialty, those 5-6 yard burst runs off tackle, off guard. And he does love to mix it up. He's a physical running back, and he gets about 4 or 5 yards of carry if he's got a clear lane. So the Pineview offensive line providing holes for Tonga early on.
Pineview really taking their time, not going too quick of tempo here. Slowing the tempo down. They want to make sure they get the right play call here.
This is not the same offense that I saw as far as tempo goes early in the season. They were much quicker.
Moore on the snap. Play action, keeps it himself. Rolls out to the near side, and he'll be pushed out of bounds, but not until, did he get enough for the first down? He's right around that marker.
It's close. He's definitely sniffing it if he didn't get it, but it is very close. Looks like they're going to move the chains. It will be a first down for the Panthers.
And that puts them into the Cache Valley Bank red zone. That line he needed to gain was the 17, and yeah, he was right on top of it when he crossed over.
Yeah, it was just a great effort play by Moore there. There wasn't a ton there, but he kept extending to the sideline and cut it up and got a couple extra yards to make that first down to keep this drive moving.
And Moore back to pass with pressure coming at him. He rolls out of it and will go for a run. A flag ends up falling on the play.
Got a flag in the general area of holding so that we can assume this one's most likely coming back.
I can also assume that as well, based off of, and sure enough, it is the call. Panthers knew it too. They were all moving backwards as well before the call's made. So,
and that was just kind of a deflating play there for the Panthers. Their offense had been moving so easily down the field, and now they're behind the sticks, and this is one of the keys to the game I thought we brought up in the pregame, where stay in front of the sticks. There's not a lot of times where both these offenses are in a position where they're going to be able to complete third and way long. So we'll see if they can get a chunk of it back here on 1st and 20.
Yeah, limit those penalties. First penalty marker of the night as well for either team. As the Panthers offense gets set. The snap, play action across the middle. Costa, incomplete.
Yeah, Costa got his hands on that one. Normally sure-handed. Wasn't able to make the catch. The ball was a little high, but definitely catchable for Matt Costa, a guy that I'd say he catches that ball 9 times out of 10, and we were unlucky enough to get the one time that he'd missed it. But normally sure-handed, just not able to pull that one in. That's going to bring up 2nd and long for the Panthers.
Again, senior night here for the Snow Canyon Warriors. And the Pineview Panthers had their senior night about 4 weeks ago. They've been on the road for the last few weeks as Tonga takes the handoff, and he'll be immediately met by Tegan Whitehead and stopped for a short gain of only about 2 yards.
Yeah, Tegan Whitehead is a beast out there on the field, roving the sidelines from sideline to sideline, and he just makes impact plays when he's in there. And he just stuffed up that run and didn't allow much of any gain. So that's going to bring up a long 3rd down here, 3rd and a country mile for the Pineview Panthers. So what looked like a promising drive that was going to maybe end in a touchdown is really facing a tough test right now.
Plus side for the Panthers, they have the wind at their back if they want to go for that field goal. Snaps away on 3rd down. And Moore, he's going to go up the sideline. It's caught.
Wow.
Quincy Jones climbing the ladder.
What a catch by Quincy Jones as he puts on a show here as we look. And he's not open. He's bracketed. He's got a guy right behind him closing in on the hit, and he still high points that ball, makes the catch, and that's going to bring up a short 3rd down, right?
4th down.
4th down now.
And they will go for the field goal here.
Like you said, wind behind his back.
Snaps away, kick is away, and it is good. Pineview Panthers get on the board. And your score, Pineview Panthers 3, Snow Canyon Warriors nothing, here on the Fan Sports Network. First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Pineview Panthers get on the board early here as Snow Canyon will look to receive this one away again with 4:25 left to go here in the first quarter. Caden Formaster here along with Paul Ratliff on your broadcast tonight. We'll be bringing you some Nets on Fire scoring updates as well as we see them come in from across the region.
As we got 2 other games going tonight in region, and really wondering about that Crimson-Dixie game, to be honest with you. We hopefully get an update there soon from Crimson-Dixie.
And we'll bring it out to the 20-yard line, start things off on the second drive for the Warriors. Now, Desert Hills does open up with 7.5 minutes. They have a touchdown run, and they lead over Cedar 7-0.
As Cedar was calling for them to do some more explosive plays, some shots to JT Jeter. Was calling for that on the drive this morning. Hopefully they can get back in this game, get some long balls to him, and make that a game, but Thunder up early.
And the snap is away. Pass out into the flat quickly and across the line with some blockers ahead of him. And still moving forward, Bryce Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes has shown a lot the last couple weeks. I've done the last 2 Snow Canyon games in back-to-back weeks, and he has been a focal point of this offense as we see him just get the little swing pass out of the flat here and just turns it upfield. And he's got great speed, and he just shows that and gets upfield in a quick way and picks up that first down for the Warriors.
They failed to convert a first down on their first drive, so this is their first time on a conversion. Quick pass over to Cale Johnson, and he pushes forward. Is it enough for a first down? And I think it is. They're going to move those chains.
2 plays, 2 first downs. This drive's looked a lot better, Caden. And Tank Kelly getting the ball out of his hands fast as we see the fake executed here, and then it is right out to the open Cale Johnson, and he turns it up and gets another first down.
And this is what we were hoping to see from the Warriors. A little bit more of a quicker pace and good ball movement as they push upfield in just a couple of plays here. Now sitting at midfield.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting some chunk plays early in this drive.
Kelly on the snap, they rush 6. He keeps it himself. He'll tuck and run. And still on his feet, crosses forward for a gain of 4.
Yeah, those legs are like tree trunks for Tank Kelly as he does not want to go down easily as he spins free of a tackle, breaks another one, and just keeps fighting for those effort yards as he majors in that. He's got a lot of those this season.
And the Warriors again here now on second down. Snaps away, and it's a handoff. Again, it's Barnes taking it up the middle. He'll be pushed down, but that forward progression will give him a couple yards.
And Barnes, we see him on a couple plays here back-to-back pretty much as they're trying to get him involved because they see the speed and see how elusive he can be. And just the play was sniffed out there, but I'd like to see Bryce Barnes get involved throughout this game.
And on 3rd and 4, we'll see what the Warriors can come up with here as they send 3 receivers to the top side of your screen. And it's a quick throw out to Samaje Thompson. Thompson spins out of one tackle, pushes forward, gets it down to the 35.
Another Red Rock Real Estate first down as we're on the move here for the Warriors. As we look at this pass here, Samaje Thompson runs a nice little hitch route, gets open, and just turns it upfield, gets a little extra yardage for the first down.
Gets out of the grasp of Braxton Linville, who was right there, got him in his grasp, but sneaks right out of it. Handoff. This time it's Gilly Sanchez taking it forward for the gain and another first down.
Yeah, Gilly Sanchez has really added another dimension to this offense after Max Reynolds went down with the injury. But Gilly Sanchez really is the bell cow back now for the Warriors, and he's taken that job and run with it, as he's done a great job.
Puts the ball at the 24-yard line here for the Warriors. Talon Kelly sensing the pressure coming up on a blitz here, changes the call, goes handoff up the middle, and Sanchez is brought down immediately for no gain on the play.
Pineview was stacking the box, showing blitz there. It looked like Tank Kelly wanted to audible out and move to another play, and he might have, but the play that he changed to wasn't too successful as the box was stacked for the Panthers as they were seeping through the offensive line pretty quickly that play.
That's when you wish you have someone roll out, go into the flat where you have a few blockers up top. You have a bunch of receivers up there, and maybe you send something forward a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Sanchez in motion. It's passed across the middle and caught. Great catch by Cale Johnson.
Cale Johnson has shown a couple plays here now that he's made some hands catches where this ball on the slant we see on the replay as Tank Kelly looks to find his open man, and that's just an easy slant route, and it was behind him a little bit and still made the hands catch for the first down.
And inside the Cache Valley Bank red zone as well, it's 1st and goal. From the 9. 12 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. See if they can get the playoff. They do. Handoff. And it will be taken down for a loss. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter, where the Pineview Panthers lead 3-0 over the Snow Canyon Warriors, but the Warriors are marching. We're going to take a break. When we come back, second quarter here on the Fan Sports Network.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Second quarter here on the Fan Sports Network. Pineview Panthers on top 3-0 over the Snow Canyon Warriors. The Warriors, though, are looking to change that up a little bit. They're inside the red zone now on a 2nd and goal coming up.
Yeah, as they look to find pay dirt here, the Warriors. And will it be one of their highly talented receivers? Will it be Tank Kelly or Gilly Sanchez? We're only moments away from seeing who this next play, the 2nd and goal play, will go to.
And they have Samaje out here all on his lonesome on an island off screen as well. On 2nd and goal. Keeping it himself is Kelly. He'll push forward. He'll roll out for a decent gain to about the 6.
Just another one of those tough plays. You don't see a lot of teams in region that run their quarterback off tackle more times than not. And that is a tough run for Tank Kelly taking on defensive linemen. And I've always been impressed with his toughness because they do not shy away from running him right into the teeth of the defense all night long.
And on 3rd down, Warriors looking to push into the end zone. Got it. Touchdown, Warriors.
Looks like number 26, Cale Johnson, making that play for the touchdown. And as we see it again here, just finds a way to get open and sit down in that end zone.
Yeah, Cale Johnson streaking across the middle and, again, just slipping right through defenders. Gets in for 6.
And a fast start now for Pineview, getting the 3 points on the board, but Snow Canyon in their second drive looks much more composed, comes down, gets the touchdown.
There's a snap, the hold, the extra point is no good.
That could play a factor tonight. Only a 3-point game now, could have been 4, but still, nonetheless, good drive for the Warriors.
We'll keep it right here, where the Warriors now lead 6-3. And we want to thank some of our great sponsors for this game today. Of course, Findlay Subaru. Check out their all-star lineup on the saving side of the freeway. You can visit them at findlaysubaru.com. Also, Wilkinson's House of Lighting. You can see their name right there on our scoreboard. They lighted up Region 9 with Wilkinson's. We're local shop and winners of Best of Southern Utah for 5 years in a row.
Yeah, I want to see the scoreboard lit up like Wilkinson's tonight, as both teams looking to hang a lot of points. That's what I called for in the pregame. We're seeing it a little bit early on here.
And so far into this one, it's going by quick, already into the second quarter here. That first quarter kind of snuck by.
Yeah.
And only 3 drives from combined teams. One from Snow Canyon to start. Pineview goes down, scores a field goal, and then Snow Canyon gets all the way down close to the end zone. And, of course, they just barely finish it off here now. So, 3 not quite full drives to get this thing started through the first quarter. And it's going to be a short kick. I don't know if they were trying to go for the onside there, but not a lot to it.
I think that was conceptually an onside kick, but it just didn't play out execution-wise how it should have. But looking to get the ball back there, grab an extra possession. I don't hate the call because realistically Pineview's not set up with amazing field position across the 50. They're still on their side of the field. So I like the risk taken there by the Snow Canyon staff.
And the Pineview Panthers will get things started again here on offense as Moore takes a snap. He looks up to the far side, has Jones wide open. He'll push forward for the first down.
As Jones has started to assert himself in this game, made that great catch last drive to extend the drive. And here we go on this drive, and Adam Moore finds him again as he's just been a constant force getting open.
Yeah, he's always been one of those players through this whole season that continually is reliable out there at the receiver position. And again into the flat. Quincy Jones takes a hit, rolls out of it, pushes forward, and will be wrapped up and taken down at the 45.
As it looks like the coaching staff for the Pineview Panthers wanted to get Quincy Jones the football tonight, as he's been a big part of the game plan early on, and rightly so. He's a great athlete, a lot of speed, great hands, and he's showing it tonight.
This wind has really cooled it off out there as well. It went from being 80 degrees earlier today to a solid 50 out there at the moment.
Wow. Chilly temps.
At least for us here in southern Utah, 50 is cold. Keeping it himself is Moore, and he'll be taken down by Ryder Holt.
Late flag thrown on the play. Wonder what it could be, but great play there by Ryder Holt, as he's a guy that gets sideline to sideline, and he was right there to make the play.
And it's a face mask call against the defense, so that will end up moving the mark down a ways, and tough break for the Warriors on that. You originally stopped him short in his tracks, stopped him a yard short, and now the chains move. It's a first down.
Yeah, that was a tough penalty. We talked about penalties, and penalties are the story every game, but
sure,
you definitely can't take one like that whenever you've got them behind the sticks, a chance to get off the field. And now they're set up inside the 35-yard line going in.
On 1st and 10, Moore. He'll look to pass. He'll go deep, and it's picked.
Wow.
Wow, what a play. Maddox Smith.
Yeah, Maddox Smith just ranging up and finding a way to catch that football. Looked like Deshaun Jackson tracking a football for the Eagles as that is just thrown over the shoulder, and he makes a great diving catch to make that play. What a play, Maddox Smith. And that could be a momentum swing for the Warriors as they're back on offense after just scoring a touchdown. It's a hot offense putting them back on the field.
And it was definitely a miscommunication between the Panther receiver and Adam Moore. And I don't know which receiver that was running the route, but he curled back in as Moore was headed to the end zone. Pass out into the flat to Bryce Barnes. He takes it up to the 10-yard line.
Bryce Barnes again. He's been the guy early on for the Warriors as yet another swing pass out in the flat. He turns it up and gets 6-7 yards, and pretty impressive display there from the little man Bryce Barnes.
And for the Warriors, this is never a fun position to be in when you're backed up against your own end zone, but you know what? You take the pick all day long, and at the moment they're trying to work out of it here on a 2nd and 4 as Kelly takes the handoff and hands it off to Barnes again. So he finds a seam and will push forward for the first down.
Another Red Rock Real Estate first down there for the Warriors, as we see here on the replay. Bryce Barnes taking that role of the starting running back or splitting with Gilly Sanchez, and he's really flourished in this role. And he's that change of pace, speedy back for the Warriors, and he squirts free for a first down, and they're on the move.
Still looking for some scoring updates from Crimson Cliffs and Dixie. We'll see if we can get some of those to you. Is the fake handoff and pushing forward is Kelly, and he doesn't want to go down.
Yeah, a lot of those effort yards. Like I said, he majors in that, getting those extra yards after contact, and he's just struggling here to get every single inch. And love the fight in this kid, one of my favorite players around the region, for not being that pretty boy quarterback typical stereotype. This is a guy that loves to mix it up, get in the trenches, fight down and dirty, and what a play there as he was getting some extra yards.
Yeah, Tank Kelly, he's a workhorse. There's a reason we call him Tank, and it's not just because his parents nicknamed him that when he was a kid. I know that's the real story, but you know what? He's lived up to the nickname. How about that?
Absolutely.
He's lived up to that nickname for sure, as it's an incomplete pass to Samaje Thompson.
And a little bit of too much sauce on that ball there, as it was a hot flying ball, but Samaje couldn't quite get the grips on it. That's going to bring up 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 5. 8:20 in the second quarter. We got a 6-3 game. Warriors on top of the Panthers.
Three receivers to the far side. Snaps away. Kelly looking to pass. He's got his eyes on Thompson, but overthrew him just a bit too much. It'll bring up 4th down.
Tough there because the pump fake definitely freed up Thompson as he got open down the sideline, but the ball just wasn't quite put on the right spot, and that will bring out the punt team for the Warriors. And, you know, after you get the pick, I'd say that not scoring is not the worst thing that can happen because you did ultimately stop Pineview from scoring on that drive. But I guess if you're the Snow Canyon coaches, you'd want more.
And the punt's away. It's a good one. Jones with the fair catch at the 35.
And Quincy Jones, sure-handed back there, makes the catch. And we got a Pineview back on offense now and looking to, you know, they've had some success, albeit only 3 points on the board, but they've been able to move the football on the Snow Canyon defense. And I think that they need to go back to the air. You know, I really have liked what they've done throwing the football vertically, and let's see what they do here. I'd like to see some of that this drive.
We've yet to see a target go towards Brock Harris, but he's also been covered by Ryder or excuse me, not by Ryder Holt, but he has been covered really well by Will West, who's been taking over those duties. And, yeah, again, we just haven't seen it go his way on the short gain there on the run play for a couple yards.
As yet another Motonga run there. Up the middle, just fighting for effort yards as there wasn't much there. The Snow Canyon front with Ryder Holt and Tegan Whitehead behind that front line is really, really solid.
2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Moore had some time and now slings it way downfield and overthrows his intended receiver. Looking down the way there for Colby Richardson.
Richardson, one of his first targets I've seen this game. I think it was his first target as they were looking for him deep there, but just weren't able to connect. But there was holding on the offense, it looks like, so that's going to back up Pineview here.
Replay 2nd down, and they will place the ball at the 27.
Fans chanting, "You can't do that," ribbing the Pineview Panthers a little bit there for the infraction.
Gives them a long way to go. They got to make that 45-yard line if they want to see themselves getting a first down here. Now on 2nd down. Moore takes a snap, and he'll tuck and run. He sees an opening. He'll take it, and he'll slide at the 35.
I think that's just taking what's given to you there for Adam Moore, as that was a straight quarterback draw all the way, and it wasn't much surveying his options. He just took off and ran. And let's see what they do on 3rd and 11. That makes it a little more manageable. Like to see him try and pick this up with an aggressive pass play. We'll see what they do, but down 6-3 with 6:57 in the 2nd quarter.
Update from Crimson Cliffs as well. It's 14-0. Both of the scores for Crimson Cliffs come from the defensive side of the ball, as well as this one nearly picked off.
As they were looking for Richardson again over the middle there, and just multiple defenders for the Warriors on the scene. I don't know why this ball was thrown. Adam Moore just makes somewhat of a bad decision as 2 Snow Canyon defenders converging on that football.
Kind of looks like it sailed on him there, because it did look like Colby Richardson was inside of those defenders. He could have had an open lane for it, but again, just sailed on Adam Moore there. Bring it up 4th and 11. And David Beckstrand will go back to punt this one away. It goes towards Thompson. Thompson will pick it up at the 33. Trying to follow some blockers. He'll go the other direction. He's got some room to run. And blockers in front of him. Crosses the 50 and the 40. He's taken down, and he'll go down to the 35-yard line.
And that's a huge play. We talk about, people always are talking about 3 phases of the game. Special teams gets forgotten, but not on this play, as Samaje Thompson, he goes left, doesn't see much over there, pushes off his defender and goes back the other way. And we all of a sudden see a convoy, a block right there, and he cuts it up. He gets all the yardage he can. And this is setting up the Warriors in primo field position on their way in to the Panthers' territory.
It's a Red Rock Real Estate first down for the Warriors. As you mentioned, well into Panther territory, sitting at the 34-yard line. Kelly, he takes a snap, hands it off to Barnes. Barnes pushes forward. He's got a lane. Wrapped up by Jones and taken down to the 14-yard line.
Bryce Barnes shot out of a cannon there, as we see on the replay. The Holbrook Asphalt replay here, as the big score dessert in jeopardy here, as there's not a lot of points being scored. But we're about to see a touchdown here, I think, as Bryce Barnes runs up the middle again.
A gain of only about a yard there from Barnes on first down. Just over 6 minutes left to play here in the first half as well.
Barnes been a strong contributor through the first half here, but like to see this one go in the air. Let's see what they do here, Cade.
Kelly, he'll take the snap, gives it to the guy in motion. Pushes forward past the 10, goes out of bounds at around the 5-yard line. Looks like to be Trey Mitchell. Is that 26? Or excuse me, I'm looking at Pineview's roster. Excuse me, that was Kale Johnson.
Kale Johnson, a lot of speed. They love him on that little jet sweep action, and he does get the outside, get the corner and go, and pretty good little gain there, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. They still got a chance to pick up a first down, not a goal-to-go situation, so.
And again, Snow Canyon now. We talked about Pineview taking their time. Snow Canyon's definitely taking their time on this drive as well. And Barnes will take the handoff. He'll push forward and touchdown, touchdown. They give it the call.
And there we go, as Barnes has become the running back of the end of the season for the Warriors. Seen him the last couple weeks getting more and more carries, and we just see him navigate through the hole there, picking his way, shifting left and right, finding the open lane, and he gets into the end zone, making this game 12-3 pending this extra point, Finlay Subaru extra point.
I know the big guys don't always get a lot of love, so I'm doing it. Tag Goobler giving him plenty of room as he blocked his way all the way up to the end zone, and following that block all the way through, giving the Warriors the touchdown, and now an extra 6 points on the board, making it 12-3. They look like they're going to go for a strange 2-point conversion here as they decide to take it over to those far hash marks.
Yeah, this is an odd play.
I got 2 receivers here on this near side. Slipping out of some defense.
Oh,
good
wow.
move. Great move by Talon Kelly.
As we see him stick his feet in the dirt and totally just knock a guy out of his shoes here, as he's going to slip away from one tackle there, but that's the play right there, as he totally stops momentum, and so does the defender, and then he just picks up speed, recelerates once again, and gets going into the end zone.
And that makes our score here 14-3. We'll keep it right here where the Warriors now lead, and the Panthers, again, still plenty of time. 5:31 on the clock here in the second quarter. And, of course, they get the ball coming out at halftime as well. So Pineview could change the tides here pretty quickly if they want to.
Absolutely. They just got to get in the end zone on this drive, I would say, before half. And we still got 5 minutes, 31 seconds in the first half. So plenty of time. Plenty of time to get back in this game before the conclusion of the first half. So should be interesting into this sequence here.
And the Warriors getting ready to kick this one away. There's the kick, and it's going to go in a little short. It's definitely returnable here. Picking it up is Braxton Linville. And finds his way all the way down past the 30-yard line.
Pretty good return there by Linville as he just squirted through the hole and down the right side of the field, gets all the way up to about the 37-yard line, and good starting real estate for the Pineview Panthers here.
At the ball at the 34, that's what you want to see from Pineview. Gives you a little bit of life on the return there, puts you in a good position. Now they got to move the ball against the Snow Canyon defense that has been quite relentless against them. On 1st and 10, Moore takes the snap, hands off to Tonga. Tonga following blockers up the middle for a gain of about 7.
And Tonga, a lot of just north-south running with this guy as he gets up the field in a fast way. Not a lot of cutting, not a lot of spinning, twirling. It's just straight smash-mouth football with Mo Tonga, and he's going to get you 4 or 5 just about every play by just sticking it up in there.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything pretty with him. He just brute forces his way down for 7 yards here as Moore takes the low snap, and he'll look to pass. Goes across the middle, is a little low and incomplete, bouncing off the ground, intending to get Quincy Jones.
And Quincy's been a guy that he's been looking for throughout the game tonight, and he's been getting open, but that ball just a little low there, not able to make the play. But Throughout this, if they get down, already down 14-3, they're going to be in a position where they're going to be throwing quite a bit if they don't score soon. So would love to see a touchdown this drive here for the Panthers, but they're up against it here, 3rd and 3.
Panthers go trips near side. Moore takes the snap. Again, looking to pass. Dumps it off to Tonga. Tonga, he'll be taken down for a loss.
As the Warriors converged on the scene there, that was number 45, Porter Hutchings, the sophomore, makes the play there as he was out there on the sideline along with number 21, Ryder Entz.
It'll be 4th down with 4 to go here, and the Panthers will punt this one away.
And that's an opportunity wasted a little bit for the Panthers, as that opening of that drive was promising, but it bogged down, and now the punt team out on the field.
Samaje Thompson and Alex DeLeo are back to receive the punt. It goes into the hands of Thompson. Thompson will push the ball forward. Plenty of room to run. He goes out to the 50-yard line to get this thing started again for the Warriors.
Thompson been a lethal return man throughout the season. Been a guy that you can always count on to get you a little something, but he makes a little more than a little something there as he gets up to the 50-yard line. Great starting position for the Warriors and Tank Kelly and that vaunted offense. See what they can do with somewhat of a short field.
And 3:39 on the clock to do it on a 1st down. And as you mentioned, midfield here, 50-yard line. And pushing Pineview back against their end zone. Trips near side for the Warriors. Kelly on the snap, looking to pass. He goes deep downfield. JT Westbrook was the intended receiver, just a little underthrown.
JT Westbrook was streaking there open, but not quite on the money there from Tank Kelly as we look at the Holbrook Asphalt replay here. And that was a long ball that they want to connect on or draw a penalty, but weren't able to do either there. That's just a little too far for Westbrook.
And what an arm by Tank Kelly. From behind the 50-yard line, gets it all the way down to about the 5.
On the roll,
On the run, yeah. Yeah, exactly. They're set up in the same formation they were on the last play. This time they go into the flat to Conrad Green. Green pushes forward, and he'll pick up 9.
Conrad Green, one of the guys in the pregame I spotlighted as someone that they needed to get involved. I believe that's his first catch today as number 6 that we see on the replay here. Just getting that bubble screen and turning upfield and getting as many as he can. And he pushed forward for 9, like you said, Caden, makes a real manageable 3rd down here.
Kelly on the snap, keeps it himself.
Oh.
Fumble! It's picked up by Pineview.
Huge momentum shift there as right before the half, you're thinking Snow Canyon may go up 17 or 21-3, and then they fumble the football here, as we see on the replay. And just getting a form tackle on Tank Kelly, and that ball squirts out.
I believe that was picked up by, let me double check here. Seth Shamway, I believe, was the one on the pickup there. And now Pineview looking to move the ball as Moore dropping back to pass goes to Jones. Jones is incomplete.
As they are targeting Quincy quite a bit tonight, as he was sitting down in the zone there waiting on the ball, but just a little bit too late as the defense reacted real fast to that play there and broke that ball up. But 2nd and 10 coming for the Panthers.
As Porter Hutchings on the breakup, number 45 for the Warriors. Just under 3 minutes left to go here in the first half of play. Coming up is your rally stop halftime show. It's a handoff to Mo Tonga. He tries to spin and will push himself forward for a gain of 6.
And Mo Tonga, again, 5-6 yards every play like clockwork. He just loves to stick it up the middle, take on tacklers, take on contact, and he is moving that line too. Defensive line, tacklers coming after him, but he is a constant force in the run game.
And on 3rd and 6, or excuse me, 3rd and 4 after a gain of 6.
It's a big play here for both teams as Pineview looking to get on the board again before halftime, and Snow Canyon looking to hold them out of the end zone.
On the snap, going out to the flat, and there's going to be no gain on the plays. He had to dive for the football.
That was Quincy Jones once again kind of running that late bubble, not bubble screen, more of a swing pass screen, and just wasn't able to move the chains there. That's going to bring up a 4th down, and the punt team is out again for the Panthers. And you got to assume here that Snow Canyon, as aggressive as they are on offense, Coach Esplin, that they might be looking to score here with 1:58 on the clock.
It's 2-minute drill time, right? That's what
Yeah.
they're looking for. Is the punt is away, and it's going to fall in pretty short, right at the 30-yard line. It'll roll a little bit backwards, and the Warriors will take over again at the 27. Yeah, if you're the Warriors right here, again, you got 1:47 on the clock at the moment. Fresh set of downs, football in your possession, but you got a long way to go. Can they find a way to get down and score before halftime and open this thing up a little bit more? You can make it 21-3 as you're going into the locker room at half.
That's right. You kind of could put a stranglehold a little bit on the game here as the Snow Canyon Warriors offense has been pretty potent, but last drive stopped and by that fumble, and let's see what they got here.
Crowd jumping as that one is incomplete. Makes the camera a little fuzzy for us. Whenever it gets jumping, it shakes the entire press box as well. 2nd down on the incomplete pass.
As the fans getting into it, and that's always good to see as the cheer squad leading them on kind of a coordinated cheer. But let's see if they got something more to cheer about here as the Warriors looking to get into the end zone one more time before half.
And look at the passes. Tank Kelly, he'll be swarmed up and take it down. And that's a Scooters Coffee sack from the Pineview Panthers.
Yeah, what a sack. What a play there. Scooters Coffee sack as just the penetration overwhelming as we see it from multiple points of attack, from the tackles, the guards, the centers. Just about every player kind of let up their block there and let that defense of the Pineview Panthers seep in and make the sack. So now 2nd and 3rd and long for the Warriors.
Timeout has been taken by the Pineview Panthers. We'll step aside real quick and be back with more on the other side where it's 14-3, Snow Canyon leads.
We give you the green light. 4 seasons auto sales. Hook you up with some wheels. Drive on out of here. We give you the green light. Buy here, pay here. You can apply online. Now it's time to ride.
Third and long here for the Warriors. Coming out of the timeout. Kelly drop back to pass. Rolls out of it, has to push forward. Has room on his feet, makes a couple of moves, and he gets himself a 1st down.
What an incredible play there by Tank Kelly as protection broke down again, as we're going to see on the Holbrook Asphalt replay here, as there is multiple guys on the scene in the backfield, but he's going to elude 1, 2, 3 defenders and drag 3 or 4 more for the first down there. What a play by Tank Kelly.
And here he is again, this time passing the ball upfield, and it is complete to J.T. Westbrook.
And that's one of his guys, J.T. Westbrook, Conrad Green. There's multiple guys, Samaje Thompson, Bryce Barnes. There's so many weapons in this offense that make it easy for Tank Kelly. It's just almost like picking and choosing. Who do I want to go to?
Snap is away. Pressure coming up the middle. He rolls out of it. Goes out to the far side. It's incomplete. Brings up second down. Another scoring update, just barely. Crimson Cliffs gets on the board on a passing play, making it 28-0 over Dixie at the moment with 8:35 left to go in that ball game.
Yeah, our Region 9 Nets on Fire score update.
And on 2nd and 10 here with 1:07 left to go, just inside the 50-yard line. The Warriors look to try to pad their score a little bit more as well. And incomplete. That pass a little low, intended for Archie Threlfall.
And 1 minute, 3 seconds left on the big clock on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard over there. And 14-3 Warriors as we're progressing into the later stages of this first half. 1 minute, 3 seconds to go. I wonder what's on the play sheet and the play call here for the Warriors as they're faced with a 3rd down and long.
Coming up after this play, another Nets on Fire update from over at Cedar. This pass up the middle and also incomplete. And it'll be 4th and 10 with just under 1 minute, 59 seconds. So the update over there was a 20-minute delay. The Cedar Reds running back, Devin Crenshaw, had a dislocated ankle. He had to be carted off the field and taken in an ambulance. And where it's only the end of the first quarter over there, 7-0 still. Desert Hills leads, but Crenshaw is not a guy that they want to lose. And not only that, for Crenshaw, I can only imagine what a dislocated ankle must feel like. I've sprained an ankle, and that's about as much pain as I want to deal with. I can't imagine a dislocated ankle. And the punt looks to be really quite good. It rolls in, though. They couldn't get back to it in time.
It was straddling that goal line there for a couple seconds as the Warriors return or coverage team running down the field having a chance, but does just squirt into the end zone with 58 seconds left in the first half.
And the Warriors, of course, on top here, 14-3. Pineview, I mean, in theory, they do have time, but they're going to definitely be either playing conservative to just get to the half, or they're going to be playing aggressive to get points on the board. We'll see what tactic they take here on 1st and 10. Snap is away, and Moore will look to pass. He slips away from a few defenders and will slide down for a gain of only a couple yards.
Looks like they're going to go hurry up here and see what they can do, the Pineview offense, but
they're ready to go. They're just waiting for that football to be placed.
30 seconds and ticking.
26 now, 25 as they get the snap away, and Moore looking to pass. Gets it to Costa. Costa will be wrapped up and taken down by Will West.
Good play there as the protection was decent, and he stepped up into the pocket and found the open receiver, Matt Costa, and that's going to move the chains for the Panthers.
But a timeout taken with 17 seconds left on the clock here. So yes, it will be a first down, but it is also a timeout. We want to thank UD and Associates, your timeout sponsor for this ball game. Of course, with UD and Associates, you can always give them a call for rates for home, auto, life insurance. Call Luke today, 435-251-9102. He can get you a free quote and see how much you can save. I'm curious why Pineview had 2 timeouts left. They only used 1. When the clock was ticking down so much, it took 20 seconds away off the clock. Why didn't they use it on that previous play as well?
Yeah, you got to wonder there. But as they are back on offense here.
And Moore again looking to pass. He's going to go deep downfield. It's tipped up and incomplete. Throw fall goes down. And he's holding that knee. And maybe it's knee or ankle, not quite sure, but he took a big hit. No replay on that one either. I wasn't able to grab the replay for it, but that's a tough break for the Warriors if that is the case, that he will be out for the rest of this one. He's trying to tough it out. He's up and walking around.
Yeah,
that's always a good sign.
Putting weight on it. He looks a little gimpy there walking, but it might be one of these injuries you could walk off, as the coaching staff doesn't appear to be too concerned, as he looks like he's going to be okay.
Threll Fall, a junior for the Warriors. He will walk his way over to the sideline, and one of the coaches will pull him to the side, talk to him a little bit, but with it being only 9 seconds to halftime, they might just tell him to wait it out and get checked out in the locker room real quick at halftime. Snaps away. Moore right behind him. The pressure. Didn't even see it coming.
As he was blindsided there, as that just looked like a broken play, as he was holding the handoff out there for a while. As we look at it again, and
yeah, that's Porter Hutchings coming in, and as you mentioned, he's holding it ready for the handoff. The handoff never happens. I think he's sitting there saying, "Hey, take it, take it."
Yeah, I think it's just a
We're
miscommunication there, but all in all, a good first half of football. Very competitive game, and 14-3 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Snow Canyon up.
And not only was that a Scooters Coffee sack, but it was also a dealer collision. Big hit of the game. Is that going to be our dealer collision big hit of the game by the end of this whole thing? I guess we'll find out, as we are now at halftime here on the Fan Sports Network. Your score 14-3, Snow Canyon leads. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll hop into that Rally Stop halftime show here on the Fan Sports Network.
Inspired design. Ultra quiet operation. To you, it's a bright Evolution cooling system. To us, it's the ultimate machine.
All set.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
Red Ledge's Dermatology and Med Spa, specializing in general and cosmetic dermatology, treating acne, rashes, warts, and more. They even do cancer screenings and offer a free chemical pill with your first appointment. So if you need dermatology, think Red Ledge's Dermatology, located just off Snow Canyon Parkway, St. George.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 11 years of local experience, a staff of over 25 employees, and a 4.9 Google rating. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
I've got 15 seconds to list all the reasons that you should call Jason Baum at Bay Equity Home Loans. First-time home buyer specialist, down payment assistant loans, investment loans other guys haven't even heard of, reverse mortgages, and so many more to name before I run out of time.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Hirschdays Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. Hirsch General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Everyone loves local sports and, of course, loves ice cream. And the best ice cream on the planet is Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Open late every day of the week with dozens of delicious flavors. So after your favorite team wins, head over to Handel's to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Relatives coming to visit, not enough room, or maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Well, Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Plan your perfect getaway or staycation. Visit St. George, Utah, vacationrentals.com.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Hey, Region 9 sports fans. This is Matt Hickman with Academy Mortgage, a proud sponsor of Region 9 football. I would be honored to help you with your next mortgage, whether it's purchasing a home, building, or refinancing. Hey, I'm wide open. Let's connect for a touchdown.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Hey, it's Caden Formaster.
And Mark Musgrave, the voice you know with the Fan Sports Network.
Check out our local sports radio show From the Bleachers live every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m.
Listen to us on the radio on 99.5 or 95.3 FM.
You can also listen through the Fan Sports Network app or watch the show live on the Fan Sports Network YouTube page.
The Fan Sports Network is your home of Utah Tech Trailblazers, high school sports, and the pros.
The Fan Sports Network, Southern Utah's home for local sports. Welcome back, everybody, to your Boulevard Home Game of the Week here on the Fan Sports Network. Caden Formaster here with you for your halftime show, brought to you by Rally Stop. We want to thank Rally Stop for sponsoring our halftime show, and they want to remind you that after the game and cheering on your favorite team, there's no better place to refuel than Rally Stop. So stop on by, grab some gas, your favorite soda, and some snacks. They have all your post-game celebration needs at Rally Stop. Here at halftime, your score on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, 14-3, where, again, the Warriors lead this one. And so far, this has been really quite the defensive game. We haven't seen any long bombs. Looking for that Jason Baum long bomb of the game. We haven't seen one of those coming through, and I know that we would like to, so that we could talk more about Bay Equity Home Loans and Jason Baum. Of course, if you are in need of home loan information, call Jason Baum. Check him out at baumloans.com, BAUMLOANS.com, baumloans.com. Now, of course, yeah, the Warriors have gotten on the board twice here in this one. They had one drive where they marched all the way downfield. Another one where they had a bit of a shortened field, able to get it done. And right now, again, lead by a couple of scores. Pineview with that 3 points. They got it early in this game on their first drive. They got it all the way down into the red zone, but couldn't convert on a fourth down. And interestingly enough, for Pineview right now, they are targeting Quincy Jones a lot. And I think So Canyon knows that. But you always have Brock Harris that's right there waiting. Matthew Costa that's right there as well. We haven't even seen a target to Brock Harris tonight at all. It's been all towards Quincy Jones. So if we can see more towards Brock Harris, is this game going to change around for the Panthers? Can he find a way to get open a little bit more? I don't know. But Adam Moore, again, as we saw right there at the last play of the half, was sacked for a loss. And Moore, this whole game, has been scrambling out of pressure. The pressure's been getting there. He's taken it himself a few different times, and it's been tough to see the Pineview quarterback have to continue to try to push out of the pressure to make plays happen. And if he can get a little bit more time back there, then maybe, just maybe, this Pineview team can push the ball forward, get some first downs, and continue moving the ball along. But for the Warriors, it's a very similar story. You know, they're trying to take things down on the deep ball, but we haven't seen one completed yet. The furthest completion we've seen is probably about 20 yards or so, and that's not much. That's not much when you're talking the passing game. The running game, we've seen about the same, about 15 yards as our max, and nothing too spectacular that way. Some good plays, some good athletic plays from the defense has really been the highlights of this one so far. One of those big plays was a big interception that got the football back into Snow Canyon's hands and really pushed the envelope for Snow Canyon to continue to push the ball upfield. And again, only 2 scores from Snow Canyon here at the half as they continue to try to make more happen in the second, but Pineview will get the ball coming out at half anyways. Some updates again from across the region. The latest update we have is that JT Jeter had a touchdown reception for Cedar with 6:25 left to go in the second quarter. The PAT no good, so Desert Hills currently leads that one 7-6. And last we saw from Crimson Cliffs and Dixie, Crimson Cliffs was winning that one 28-0. So they have continued to move the ball. 2 of those scores from the defense, the first 2 scores, I should say, from the defense, getting the first 14, and then the second 14, the offense was cooking. They got some things rolling, and if Crimson Cliffs keeps this up, they'll find themselves being region champs by the end of the night. But with that said, here at Snow Canyon High School, where the Warriors, the cheerleaders, and the drill team, the E-Shells out there, putting on the halftime show entertainment for you at the half. Now, 14-3, Snow Canyon leads this one. We're going to step aside, take a break. More Rally Stop halftime show when we return here on the Fan Sports Network.
Everyone loves local sports and, of course, loves ice cream. And the best ice cream on the planet is Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Open late every day of the week with dozens of delicious flavors. So after your favorite team wins, head over to Handel's to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Or maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool? Well, Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Plan your perfect getaway or staycation. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Halftime here at Snow Canyon High School, where the Warriors lead 14-3 over the Pineview Panthers. Caden Formaster with you here on your halftime show broadcast, brought to you by Rally Stop. A couple of scoring updates again from around the region. Crimson Cliffs leads 28-0 over Dixie. And Hurricane is also in action tonight. They're taking on Lincoln County out of Panaca, Nevada. They are tied up right now, 14 apiece in the second quarter. So Hurricane Tigers, again, taking on Lincoln County Lynx tonight. And we also have Cedar and Desert Hills, where Desert Hills is leading 7-6 in a tight matchup up in Cedar. And for those of you just tuning in, didn't hear, an injury took place to Devin Crenshaw for the Reds. He had a dislocated ankle, had to be taken off the field in an ambulance. That game was delayed due to that, and we're hoping the best for him, but it is a little bit of a later game right now for the Reds at home against the Thunder. So we'll keep updating that one when we get those updates. And same goes for Crimson Cliffs and Dixie. We'll update those ones as they come along as well. Thank you for joining us again here inside our Rally Stop halftime show. The Warriors and the Panthers going at it here tonight. It's still anybody's game. 2 scores. That's all it is. Just 2 scores here for the Panthers behind the Warriors. They can get right back into this one. They'll be receiving the ball at halftime as the team's out there getting warmed up, ready to go. But the Warriors defense has proved that they can stop the Panthers on multiple drives now. They've done it over and over again. As far as turnovers go, though, 1 apiece. There was a fumble recovery made by Pineview right about midfield. There was also an intercepted pass from the Warriors, so 1 apiece. We'll see what happens in the second half. With 2 minutes left to go here in halftime, we'll take a quick break, and we'll have the third quarter, the second half for you when we return here on the Fan Sports Network.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
I've got 15 seconds to list all the reasons that you should call Jason Baum at Bay Equity Home Loans. First-time home buyer specialist, down payment assistant loans, investment loans other guys haven't even heard of, reverse mortgages, and so many more to name before I run out of time.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
The Fan Sports Network is your home for local sports. Catch The Drive with Devin Dixon from 7 to 9, and From the Bleachers with Caden Formaster and Mark Musgrave from 4 to 6. Plus, Utah Tech and high school sports live on the radio and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com. Back at it here at Snow Canyon High School. And the Warriors getting ready to run through the banner over there. Senior night here tonight at Snow Canyon High School for the final game of the regular season. Region 9 wrapping up tonight, crowning that champion by the end of the night over across town. And by the looks of it, Crimson Cliffs is just going to take it home.
Yeah, it looks as if Crimson Cliffs is the ITSO de facto region champion, even though in the RPI era, the region championship doesn't mean as much anymore, but still, they will be your Region 9 champions as they're going to take care of Dixie tonight, as they already are up pretty big, right?
Yeah, 28-0 right now.
28-0.
And speaking of some scoring updates, there's another one over from Cedar before we get started with the second half of football here. Desert Hills does score again on a drive, 14-6 now, nearly halftime over there. We talked about, again, just before that last break, the reason behind their delay over there, and it's a sad deal, but hopefully we wish the best for Devin Crenshaw as the Pineview Panthers take the field, get ready to receive this kick away. Before we hop into the second half, I want to thank some of our sponsors. Handel's Ice Cream. They're open late 7 days a week. You can stop by for the best ice cream on the planet. You have Intercap Lending. Scott Gibson has a loan for you and competitive rates, exceptional service. Give him a call, 435-619-8080. And Intermountain Sports Performance. There's no off-season, so get sports-specific training at Intermountain Sports Performance with locations from Logan to St. George. And the Warriors, again, they're the ones kicking away here to get things started in the second half of play. So far tonight, the Warriors, of course, have reached the end zone a couple of times, but it's been a bit of a defensive game.
It hasn't gone the way I thought it would.
A short kick, and it's fielded around the 20. Beckstrand will take it out past the 30-yard line to get things rolling here for the Panthers.
And good return there by David Beckstrand as he navigates his way up the field, and that's going to set up Pineview with decent starting field position, and let's see what they can do. You know, offensively, it's been a little bogged down tonight. Mo Tonga has kind of been the primary offensive production, but let's see if they can get more in the passing game as they hit on a few passes. But let's see if they can hit on some more to Quincy Jones, Matt Costa, and most notably Brock Harris.
We haven't even seen a target to Brock Harris tonight. This is a handoff to Tonga. He's got a little room up the middle. He'll push forward and knock Mikhail Swenson down for the gain.
And that was a little different. That wasn't just straight up the gut. That was one cut and go, as we see here, as that foot in the ground goes in right there, and he pushes forward for about 9 yards on first down. Great first down play, 8 yards.
Yeah, that'll give him a 2nd and 2. Snap is away, and it's Tonga. Takes the cut up the middle, and he'll gain 4 yards on the play.
He always falls forward as he does again on that play, and that's going to bring up a first down for the Warriors, a Red Rock Real Estate first down, as they are on the move to start this second half off.
One of the Panthers out there limping a little bit. I think that was Camden Smith out there on the left tackle. And snaps away. Going out to the flat. Catching it is Quincy Jones. Puts on a stiff arm, gets all the way out to the 50-yard line.
That ball was lofted high in the air over some defenders. And what a pass by Adam Moore as we look at the replay here. Quincy Jones going to bubble out, and that ball is just lofted up and above the defense. And what a great throw.
Give it to him at the 48-yard line. And it's 2nd and 5. Looking up to that far side of the field, goes up, has Matt Costa, and he will get the first down and plenty more.
As that's going to keep the chains moving for the Panthers. As another successful play, as we see here on the
maybe on the replay.
Maybe on the replay. There we
go.
go. And Matt Costa just making the catch and getting upfield and moving the sticks again for the Panthers. Great opening drive for the second half for these Pineview Panthers.
On 1st and 10, Tonga takes a handoff, trying to follow a block from Harris. Pushes up to the 35-yard line, gain of 6.
I'd love to see Mo Tonga's average carry tonight. It's got to be 5+. As most every carry he's gotten, he has sprung forward for about 4 or 5, as we see him do it again here. Just keeps all those legs moving, and that is an underrated thing in a running back, as some guys, when they get hit, they just stop moving, but Mo Tonga just keeps driving for those extra yards.
Even right there, it took about 3 different Warriors to end up pulling him down, and he continued to fight for every inch along that run. On 2nd and 4, play action. And Harris, is it enough for the first down? Gets right to the mark for the first down, and they will move those chains.
And Brock Harris, there's his first target and catch on the same play, and he'll move the chains for the Panthers, and that's a great little play to get him involved. Just slip him out, little 4 or 5 yard catch, and that moves the chains and get him involved. That's a guy that got great hands, great size. We know about the recruiting profile. He's been one of the biggest beasts in St. George in a long time.
Snap is away. Moore, he'll be taken down for a loss. Tegan Whitehead on the Scooters Coffee sack.
It's Tegan Whitehead, just a tireless defender, as we see here. As he's coming from that middle linebacker position. Wish I could circle him like John Madden did, but he is rushing and just attacks that guard and just swallows up Moore for the sack. What a play by Whitehead, one of the Region 9 leaders in sacks.
2nd down and long. Snap is away, and it's a handoff to Tonga. Tonga trying to follow some blockers, but he gets wrapped up at the legs by Tad Gubler, and we'll get back to that original line of scrimmage.
And Tad Gubler been another guy, constant force, and number 56 in the middle there for the Warriors. He's been a stud, been a guy that doesn't give up on any play, as we just saw there, and even though he might be tired, as you see the hands on the hips, but he's fighting through.
3rd and 10. Here's the snap. Pressure coming right up the middle. Slips out of it. Passes over to Tonga. Tonga bobbles it, catches it, and goes out of bounds for a gain of 4.
Tegan Whitehead came through on the blitz, pretty much unblocked there, and Moore was able to evade the pass rush, as we see here on the Holbrook Asphalt replay, as Whitehead comes unblocked, but Moore is able to get out of that tackle, sling it over to Tonga, who bobbled it and somehow came and corralled it for a 4 yard gain. That's going to bring up 4th and about 7 for the Panthers.
And on 4th down, they decide they want to go for it here. They don't have time to waste, so they want to make it happen here on 4th down. Pass. They're going deep to the end zone. Nearly picked off. Doesn't matter anyway. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, Brock Harris was the guy they were looking for there in the corner, but double covered and just not a great throw to make by Adam Moore, as multiple Warrior defenders were on the scene. But as it sits, it's a turnover on downs, and we'll see Tank Kelly once again coming out for his first drive of the second half.
Snow Canyon Warriors taking their sweet time getting out on the field. They, like we talked about, they're playing a methodical game of football here tonight. They don't mind wasting a little time off that clock.
They're not in any rush, as they've got a 11-point lead with 7:05 in the 3rd quarter. No reason to rush.
On the snap, they go handoff to Barnes. Barnes will be held up for a short gain of about 4.
Bryce Barnes been a guy that when Max Reynolds got hurt earlier in the season, you kind of wondered who is going to be the bell cow, who's going to take those carries. And Bryce Barnes been the guy, really has become that 1-2 back, depending on who you think between Gilly Sanchez and him, but really has been good tonight.
On 2nd down, 2nd and 6 to go for the Warriors. Here's the snap. Kelly hands it off to Barnes. Barnes has some room. He'll take the hit and fall down after a big first down gain of about an extra 5 on top of the gain that he needed.
Yeah, he got way more extra yards than he needed there to get the first down, and as we see here on the replay, it's just going to be Barnes just reading the play and getting outside, seeing that he's got blockers out on the edge and just squirting up the middle for that first down and a lot of extra yards as well.
Warriors with the fresh set of downs on a Red Rock Real Estate first down, a play action handoff. Instead, on the draw.
Warriors not throwing a pass this drive, as it's clear what they're trying to do. Even though we're in the third quarter, they see it as a opportunity to run clock, expedite this game a bit.
They go quick on the draw on this one, and it's a gain of 3, right up to that 50-yard line.
And Tank Kelly sticking it up in there like he often does, and only gets out to about the 50. Needed the 54 for the first down, or the 46 for the first down.
The Warriors send out 4 receivers, 2 on either side. Here on 3rd and 4. Kelly looking over to the sideline. Has the play call ready to go, takes a snap. He's looking to pass, goes right up the middle, threads the needle, and gets Mikhail Swenson.
Wow, what a catch there through heavy traffic, as we see on the Holbrook Asphalt replay here, as Tank Kelly zips this one in with a lot of speed like a baseball, as he is a dual sport guy, and he finds his man Swenson for the first down. And that was a big play, but it looks like it's going to come back.
Oh, they go a legal receiver downfield, or an eligible receiver downfield. That should push it back 5 yards, I believe, on that one. Yep, 5-yard penalty. So it'll replay 3rd down, 3rd and 9.
What a missed opportunity there, as they had converted and made a great play on a tight window throw. And now you're set up 3rd and 9 on a long to go situation. So let's see what they have here. Full playbook at your disposal, up 11.
Sends guy in motion. And he'll go up the field into the flat, or excuse me, up the field, up the seam, and nobody there. Intending for Stewart.
Yet it's not the play you wanted there from the Warriors, but this should bring out the punt team.
Yeah, with 4th down. And 4:16 on the clock. I believe that actually, oh yeah, there's a flag out there on the play.
Down. Snow Canyon section cheering.
Well, it was against the offense, so.
Okay.
It was hands to the face. Call was declined, so with 4th down, they will just bring out the punting unit anyway.
I think Snow Canyon was optimistic that call might have been on Pineview, as the offense was staying on the field.
I think they were optimistic, and understandable. You want to be optimistic. It's your final game of the season here at home, and why not? And here's the punt. Gets it away quickly. It bounces off. That was a lucky play there by Pineview, as he's able to scoop it up. Quincy Jones, as it hit the leg of one of the Pineview Panthers.
Squirted off the leg there and was a live football, as we see on the replay here. The punt goes up and back, and it just hits directly on the leg of that Panther.
Braxton Linville is who it hit off, and you could see as soon as it touched him, he jumped back, a little startled, and he knew exactly what he did, and so did Jones. Quincy Jones scooped it up immediately. He was waiting for it to just roll, but Jones, a heads-up play, and able to even return it out a little bit as well. So what could have been disastrous, it's been just fine for the Panthers. Here as they start on 1st down, it's a handoff to Mo Tonga. Tonga takes it to the outside. He loses the football. It's on the ground.
And I believe the Panthers were able to jump back on it.
I think he was able to pick up his own fumble and gains a couple of yards.
It's a weird way to gain 2 yards, but they that was the play call. It ended up being a little bit of a disaster there for the Panthers, but they do fall on it, get it back, and avoid what could be real disaster with turnover there down 11. But Mo Tonga just been sure-handed all night holding the football, but not that play.
Here's the snap on 2nd down. Moore looking to pass. He's got his eyes looking deep downfield with plenty of time. Has to rush out of it, and he will end up getting taken down for a big loss.
It's number 17, Trayvon, the sophomore, just coming off the edge there, making a big play for the Warriors, as that was an effort play for sure, as there was plenty of time, and he just kept fighting and coming, and finally makes the sack. Great play there by Trayvon.
It'll be 3rd and 15 now for the Panthers. The Panthers defense, or excuse me, the Warriors defense has looked really good so far here in the second half against the Panthers. Haven't given them a lot of room to make moves. And the snap is away. Pressure coming up the middle. Has to dump it off to Tonga in the flat. He'll push forward. A lot of room to run. He gets a first down all the way down to the 50-yard line, Mo Tonga.
And Mo Tonga rumbling down the sideline there, as that play didn't have the looks of it at first, but 4 linemen out front there. Not a lot of Warriors on that side of the field. And what a play there. What a play call by the staff of the Pineview Panthers. And that is a first down, Pineview, and they are moving the football.
He had Ryder Entz on him like a backpack, trying to slow him down. But Tonga's just a little too strong on that one. Takes it all the way to the 50, 1st and 10. Keeping himself is Moore. He'll try to spin out of it, and he'll flip up in the air and get taken down for a gain of 5.
That was one of the more optically pleasing first down, 5-yard gains I've ever seen, as Moore skies high into the air, trying to hurdle a man, it looked like. But just got stuck up in the air a little bit and lifted and slammed down.
He did get lifted. Luckily, he didn't get slammed down too hard there. They didn't go full WWE suplex on him, but they did bring him down. It's 2nd and 5. And taking the handoff. Tonga pushing forward. He gets the line to gain for a first down and an extra yard. Picks up 6.
Tonga, again, getting that 5-6 yards of carry like clockwork all night long, as his physicality as a runner is what separates him from a lot of backs in this region, as we just see him having total willingness to run off tackle every play right in the teeth of the defense, and he's picked up a lot of yards tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he's over 100 total yards with that screen pass.
And 55 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. We've got ourselves movement and flag on the play.
Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Panthers. Back them up 5. They've shown some long down and distances they've been able to convert this drive, so wouldn't put it past them here.
And Moore will look to pass. Goes across the middle to Harris. Harris with the stiff arm. Tries to spin forward. Stays on his feet and will finally be brought down after 4 Warriors wrap him up and take him down.
And Brock
the overrated chance start.
The overrated chance raining down from the Snow Canyon crowd, as Brock Harris makes a play there. His 2nd catch of the night, 2nd target of the night, makes another play.
Yeah, again, he's only been targeted twice, as you mentioned, but he's made a catch every single time he's been targeted. As Moore takes this one himself, has some room, tries to slip out from the Ryder Holt tackle, but he holds on and brings him down. But not after a gain of about 6, maybe 5. But that is the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll swap sides of the field, bring up the 4th quarter when we come back here on the Fan Sports Network.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
I've got 15 seconds to list all the reasons that you should call Jason Baum at Bay Equity Home Loans. First-time home buyer specialist, down payment assistant loans, investment loans other guys haven't even heard of, reverse mortgages, and so many more to name before I run out of time.
The Fan Sports Network is your home for local sports. Catch The Drive with Devin Dixon from 7 to 9, and From the Bleachers with Caden Formaster and Mark Musgrave from 4 to 6. Plus, Utah Tech and high school sports live on the radio and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com.
12 minutes left to go in this one between the Pineview Panthers and the Snow Canyon Warriors. No score there in the third quarter. It stays 14-3. Right now, Pineview trying to march downfield. We haven't seen much movement from either team. Again, in third quarter, remaining scoreless. It's kind of just been a tale of not being able to move the ball too much, but Pineview is trying to change that right here. They've done decent on this drive as they push this one and get enough.
Looked like David Beckstrand there running the
on the
wildcat
keeper
formation as he took it right up the middle for a first down on 3rd and short there. And that does move the chains for the Panthers, keep this promising drive alive.
They set up shop at the 26-yard line. A tight formation. Again, they go to the same play. Beckstrand trying to follow some blockers and is continuing to move forward. Gets all the way down to the 20.
And that's just another great effort play there by Beckstrand. And we've seen quite a few of them tonight, but he is just driving. Look at that offensive line digging in, moving bodies.
3 guys in front of him.
Had a convoy.
And they're going to go same formation, same play. This time take it to the other side. And only a yard, maybe not even.
As sometimes it becomes a match of who's more physical than who, and Pineview trying to assert themselves running this wildcat type formation the last couple plays, but was successful the first 2, not as much the third time.
Beckstrand will actually go and hit the sideline, and they bring Adam Moore right back in. So on 3rd and 4, they go back to traditional offense. Moore on the snap, looking to pass. Picked off! Going the other direction is Ryder Holt. He's at the 50 with no one in front of him. The 30, the 20, all the way down 10, and it's a Snow Canyon Warriors touchdown!
What a play there by Ryder Holt. We talk about this guy being the leading tackler in Region 9, but he just turned on the jets and raced about 80 yards for a Snow Canyon touchdown. As we see on the replay, there's just no one going to catch Ryder Holt as he is just running and hiding. Running ahead and hiding in the end zone as the Warriors up 20-3 pending this extra point.
For the Warriors, that was the break they needed. They didn't want that 2 score. They wanted to make it 3, and that 3-score padding in the 4th quarter is exactly what they're looking for here with the extra point coming. Snap is away, and I believe it's blocked.
Yeah.
Laying out there was, I believe, his Threll fall. So extra point, no good. So with that, your score 20-3 with 10 minutes, 25 seconds left to go here in the ball game. We will take a break and return right after these messages.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
The Warriors defense pads the lead just a little bit more there. 20-3, extra point was no good, but not that big of a deal when it's 20-3 here, Paul.
Yeah, they got the padding they need, the cushion, if you will, 20-3 now, and it's going to be quite a different offense for the Warriors going forward. I expect to see a lot of running plays throughout the rest of this game, but Pineview, it's not over yet. They get a quick touchdown here, make it a 10-point game, 2 possessions. There's always a chance with 10-25, and like Devin always says, expect the unexpected in Region 9, as you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. And right now, again, the wind is still being a little bit of a factor. We saw it just barely as it's knocking over the football. And I know we don't have some great indicators out there on the field on the camera level, so we'll just tell you to take our word for it. It's windy today. And here's the kick. Right to the 1-yard line. It's picked up by Costa. Costa passes the 20, and he'll be taken down to about the 23-yard line.
Costa and Jones, the two return specialists for the Panthers, they're both very lethal with the ball in their hands. And I thought if Costa would have broken two more tackles, he might have been gone there with the burst of speed he had. But good coverage by the Warriors.
Good coverage indeed, and it's a Red Rock Real Estate first down to get things started here for the Panthers.
And I think it'd be more of an aerial attack now for the Panthers, down 17 with 10-17 to go.
And it's a handoff. Tonga pushing forward, slips through a tackle and continues to push forward.
Wow.
And he doesn't stop. First down and a lot extra.
Mo Tonga has probably the best feet for a running back as far as not giving up on a play in Region 9. It is incredible.
He continued to push forward another 5 yards after the hit.
4 tacklers converged on him, and he's still driving his feet, getting extra yards. I mean, it's incredible
extremely
display.
Impressive. 9:56 left to go in this one. More down the side. Kobe Richardson on the reception gets about 3 yards or so.
Richardson a little more featured tonight, as I've done a few games with Pineview this year. Hadn't called his name as much, but later in the season, he's becoming a factor for the Panthers. Richardson, great play there.
And as a senior, this is his last regular season game. Now, of course, Pineview will be making the playoffs with where they're at. That one's up in the air for grabs, intended for Brock Harris. But the defense swarmed around him. There's 2 guys on top of him. And it's third down.
Third down, and manageable here for Pineview. I feel like the playbook, you've got a good amount of plays you can call to get third and medium. So like to see them convert this and potentially extend this game, get a touchdown, but that Snowcanyon defense, fresh off a pick 6, is thinking otherwise, I'm sure.
Yeah, and this defense, again, Ryder Holt, who had the pick 6 there, has been a force all season long for this Snowcanyon defense. As Moore looking to pass, and again it's picked. Guess who? Ryder Holt. Right on cue.
Wow. Ryder Holt has made plays tonight, as does a little flex on the sideline there as he makes another huge play. This one doesn't go for 6, but you just see him sitting in the zone waiting for the ball, and they're trying to get the crosser there, and there's just not a lot of room to throw that football. Pretty bad decision by Adam Moore, who's had a tough night tonight a little bit, to say the least. But the Warriors taking over and up 20-3. You'd think this one, they're just going to try and put this one on ice and run the football.
Yeah, they need to just keep it on the ground here on a 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and it is a handoff. Pushing forward, Gilly Sanchez.
Yeah, Gilly Sanchez. We've seen Bryce Barnes. We've seen quite a few different guys running the football for the Warriors tonight, and all have been effective as Gilly Sanchez squirts ahead there for about 3 yards to bring up 2nd and 7.
And again, with the run game going on right now, they're trying to slow down the game, speed up the clock right here as Sanchez again pushes forward, and he carries a defender a couple yards.
And Gilly Sanchez, a really hard-nosed, obviously not a Mo Tonga body type, but kind of runs like Mo Tonga. You know, gets angry, gets downhill, and carries tacklers with him, as we saw in that last play.
Third and 5. And again, they're just taking their sweet time. The clock's ticking down. It's at 8:07 now. Taking their time to execute the play on 3rd down. It's another handoff, and Gilly Sanchez, no gain.
And Gilly Sanchez starting to become the primary ball carrier here late in the game for the Warriors as they're trying to salt this one away, and it's the tough runs, the 3-4 yard gains where they know you're going to run. That's Gilly Sanchez's specialty. He does not shy away from physicality.
Not at all here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Why not? The snap is away, and they're looking to pass. And the pass interference call, the flag comes in.
That's going to be move the Warriors down into the Cache Valley Bank red zone, as it's going to be a 15-yard penalty on the on the Pioneer View Panthers there.
And that was Melosi Moore for the Panthers on the pass interference call.
They're going to march it off, I believe. Maybe not 15, but is it?
It should be
it
15.
Should be 15,
It
not
should
half
be
half the
15.
distance.
At that point, they were past the 30, so
Okay.
once they get inside the 30, that'll be half the distance here. So either way, it is a first down, and the Warriors did what they wanted to do on 4th, convert. Here's the snap. Kelly will look to pass on this one. He'll keep it himself, tries to roll out of it, and he'll be taken down for the sack.
As Tank Kelly there, play breaks down and he's looking around trying to find somebody, but great coverage on the back end there by the Panthers as I was watching the defensive secondary, and everyone was pretty much covered up there. Tank Kelly, not a lot of options, and he tucks it and takes the sack, which was the smart play there.
That was Matua Moores on the takedown. Here's the snap, passes over to Barnes. Barnes with a little room in front of him, gains about 7 and gets back inside of the chains.
And he gets another first down there for the Warriors, and that's going to keep the clock moving, another set of downs, and this is playing into the Warriors' plans perfectly, as I think that their whole plan this drive was just to run clock, but now it appears they're going to be able to get in the end zone or kick a field goal as well.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down and 8. Here's the snap, and losing the snap, able to pick it right back up. Keeping himself, pushing forward, takes a couple of knocks. Barnes trying to push him forward from behind, and he'll end up crossing just past that 20-yard line. Really, it's only a gain of 2.
Yeah, kind of a mean-spirited run there by Tank Kelly as he lowered his shoulder and took on a tackler, carried him another couple yards. Bryce Barnes pushing behind him. The all-around team play right there, as no one wanted to see Tank Kelly go down for the Warriors. But here we go. What is this, 4th and 6? 4th and 6. 4th and medium. A lot of the playbook at your disposal here. I wonder what they do.
And here they go. Kelly. It's incomplete. Nothing there. And we're seeing tons of balloons flying around.
Yeah.
The wind is again picking up again.
The homecoming ceremony balloons.
It's just, yeah, they're losing them. And they keep flying onto the football field. So hopefully those don't become an ill factor for us in this game tonight, with only 5.5 minutes left to play in the 4th quarter. But the wind really has been a factor. And again, we apologize for any technical difficulties we have here trying to keep the camera stable enough to keep feeding us a proper signal. We've had it kind of cutting in and out a little bit, but that's okay. We'll keep bringing you the play-by-play. Either way, as this one passes over to Costa, he gets upfield a ways. Is it enough? About 10 yards.
I would say it's close. It's got to be almost there. Costa fighting for those extra yards. It looks like it's going to be just short there. No.
Oh, they do
move them.
They do move them. All right.
And he got out of bounds there. Smart play by Costa. Stop the clock, 5:27 to go.
Trips far side, snaps away. Moore looking to pass. He goes up. Whoa, big catch. Nearly caught.
Oh, I thought that was caught.
And that was Brock Harris that was going up top for it. He climbed the ladder. See if we can see this on the replay, because he got up there but knocked down. Oh, that was not Harris, excuse me. Who was that?
That looks to be number... I didn't see the number there.
It was 80-something. Now here we go. Second down. And he's taken down for a loss.
That's number 17, Trayvon, his second of this quarter. He has been a factor in the second half, rushing the passer, as we see here. Trayvon, just endless pursuit, just not giving up on the play, and plenty of time there for Moore, but just the endless pursuit and tenacity of Trayvon come through for the sack.
It gives them third and a long ways to go. Panthers on the attack here with Moore looking to pass. Pump fakes. Pressure coming to the right side, has to go to the left. Gets it to Costa. Costa past the 30. He's trying to push up that sideline and does. Is he still out of bounds? He stepped out at the, they say at the 41, but that is enough for a first down.
Wow, what a play there. Adam Moore creating and extending time in the pocket as we see the tail end there as he flips it over to Costa, and he's going to surge up the field to the 41-yard line for the first down. And what a play.
That's about as close to a Jason Baum long bomb as we've seen today as well. We haven't really seen any, but hey, I'm seeing some dirty laundry out there on the field. A flag on the play.
Let's see what the call is here.
Could be coming right on back.
Oh, pass
going
interference on the defense.
Hey, you know what? They'll take the first down. They'll decline the penalty and move the ball up, get the first down at the 41.
What a great play there by Adam Moore and Matt Costa, just not giving up on the play. Like I was saying, Adam Moore was under peril in the backfield and looking for someone to get open, and Matt Costa just broke off his route, sat down, got open, and the end conclusion, a first down, and the Panthers are moving.
First and 10. 4:20 left to go. They send a guy in motion. Moore will look to pass. He goes up the middle. It's caught by Harris. He pushes forward, gets the first down.
3 targets, 3 catches for Brock Harris, as he's been the guy when targeted. He's going to haul it in. And another catch for the big tight end, as his offer list is expansive. See him hugging Nick Saban and got his arm around Kirby Smart the next week. You know, it's.
I don't know if there's a university in the country that hasn't sent him an offer at this point. Just about anybody has. He's a 5-star recruit. We might as well send him an offer. That's a big hit, but it's a gain of 3 yards. Big hit by Tegan Whitehead.
Yeah, Tegan's been a guy tonight that has been everywhere. I know not the flash plays like the picks, like Ryder Holt, the 2 picks and 1 for a touchdown, but a sack, multiple tackles. He's been everywhere.
Second down. And Moore again looking to pass. He's going to go deep. This time Costa. Caught by Costa. Down to the 7-yard line.
Matt Costa, just the guy. He's like 7-Eleven, always open tonight. And that's a guy that's going to be able to catch the ball when it's thrown to him. And he's just getting open tonight. I mean, the hands have never been the issue, but been bracketed in other games, not been able to get as open as he has tonight. He's had, I would say, 6 catches, 5-6 catches now for Matt Costa.
First and goal. Moore looking to pass. He's going to go to the corner of the end zone. It's overthrown. He had room. I was wondering why he didn't even take off running right here.
Yeah, that would have been one option, but wanted to find his big tight end, Brock Harris, back of the end zone. Just not enough real estate there to fit that ball in.
it's tough when you're not giving receivers room. And it's not their fault. They're, first and goal situation here now makes it second and goal. Your receivers don't have a lot of room to run around without that real estate in the backfield. Back in that secondary. Snaps away. Moore, he's got pressure coming right at him. He has to dump it off. He gets it to Tonga. Tonga takes a hit, but he gets in. It's a touchdown for the Panthers.
Tonga is the Yak King yards after contact as he took a huge hit close to about the 3-4 yard line, and then he just pushes through to the end zone as that is a big man, and we see him catching the football here and then just taking on a tackler and not a problem at all in the world. Touchdown, Panthers.
20-9 now with 3:09 left to play in the ballgame. Extra point pending. Now, on our roster, we don't have a number 8 for Pineview, so apologies for the Pineview kicker. We don't have your name. We don't know who you are, but you just made an extra point, so that makes it 20-10. Panthers tighten this thing up just a little bit more. Still down a couple scores against the Warriors. We're going to take a break. More when we come back here on the Fan Sports Network.
What's up, sports fans? It's Blair Fry with the Fry team at Red Rock Real Estate. Let's be honest. You know what's addicting? Football. You know what else is addicting? Looking for homes or investment properties. Let the Fry team at Red Rock Real Estate coach you through your real estate addictions.
(20-10), the Warriors on top, but the Panthers, the latest ones to get the score after Motonga takes it in. And some updates brought to you by Nets on Fire is the Pineview Panthers looking like they want to try to go onside kick here. And they do go onside kick. I don't know if it goes enough. They might have gotten it. Do they give them the nod? Let's see.
I think it might not have gone far enough, but they're giving them the football.
They're going to say yes. They're saying no, they touched it or whatever. Let's see here on the replay. Did we catch it on the replay? That's the question. Yeah. It was about a half a yard short, maybe?
Yeah, it was
I don't know.
close.
That was
really
close.
close.
And the Warriors will take a timeout. I think they want to have a word with the official. We'll take a timeout ourselves as well as we get set here for the next drive on the Fan Sports Network.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home because home is who we are.
The Panthers get a fresh set of downs and the football here. Again, those Nets on Fire updates. I promise I haven't forgotten about you over there. So Crimson Cliffs is up 35-14 over the Dixie Flyers. As Adam Ward looking to pass. Goes up. It's swatted down by Will West. And Desert Hills, they score as well. They lead 28-13 over Cedar with 7:05 left in the third.
And thought that game with Crimson and Dixie would be a little tighter, but Crimson pulling away as they've proved to be the team to beat in Region 9 and maybe the state this year. We'll see.
Absolutely.
Steele Barban with a 30-2 touchdown to interception ratio.
Moore looking to pass, and will take off running instead. He'll be tripped up right at the line to gain and goes absolutely nowhere.
That was Tegan Whitehead again on the tackle. So we see him near the line there, drops back, and then sees that Adam Moore is going to take off, and he just comes up in a fast way and fills that hole.
Well, the Warriors only rushed 3 right there. They're looking for that pass. They know they want to get down and score, so they weren't rushing too many. This time they bring 4, and it goes to Costa down the sideline. He gets enough yards for a first down.
And Pineview on the move again after the onside kick, got all the momentum. And 20-10 on our Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, but this game could change in a quick way if they're able to get in the end zone here.
Snap is away. Moore again looking to pass with the pressure coming. He dumps it off to Tonga. Tonga, no blockers in front of him. He has to do it all himself, and he'll be stopped.
Took on that first tackler and broke it, but there was a gang of Warriors behind him to make the play, as we see on the replay. That first tackler, bang, as Tonga takes him on, but there's 3-4 more Warriors right there on the scene to make the play.
Second down and about 7 to go for the Panthers. Snap is away. Pressure coming right up the middle, and Tonga gets it again for only a gain of 2 this time.
Tonga starting to be that safety valve for Adam Moore out of the backfield. If nothing down the field is open, Tonga's looking to find the creases and holes in the zone to get open. And good to see, as he has proved to be a very viable pass-catching threat.
Third down. Moore on the snap. He's looking to pass, pressure coming at him. He gets it off, gets it to Jones. Jones trying to fight forward. Does he get enough for the first down? He had Ryder Holt push it in the other direction, and I don't think he got it.
No, I don't think they're going to give it to him here, as he's going to be a tad bit short. And that's going to bring up a fourth down, I believe, correct?
It will be a fourth down and 1. Timeout taken by Pineview. We'll hop to a timeout ourselves, brought to you by UD and Associates. Your score, 20-10. Warriors lead here on the Fan Sports Network.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
4th and 1 for the Panthers coming out of the timeout. They go tight formation with David Beckstrand back there. Expect that Wildcat and him to take off running, and he does. He gets enough for the first down. They love that play on short field.
Short distances to gain. They love to bring in Beckstrand and the Wildcat, and we've seen it 3 other plays. This is the 4th time we've seen it now, and Mo Tonga and that big offensive line leading the way for Beckstrand, and he'll pick up the first down pretty easily.
And Moore will look to pass here. He's got pressure. He rolls out of it. There's a flag on the play. Pass downfield, and I think it's caught by Jones. One official was saying yes, one was saying no, but there's a flag on the play.
So I believe the flag is in the backfield, so it's going to come back, but
I'm sure it was a holding call against Pineview somewhere in there.
That's in the general area of the flag, is in that area of holding, but we'll see what they call here as officials still conversing. Holding, it looks like, on the offense, so it's going to bring back that big play for the Panthers. Bring up 1st and 25.
And a tough break for the Panthers as they're trying to march. Only 1:10 left on the clock after getting the onside kick. There really were We're hoping to try to make something happen here. It's just not the case. Replay a first down with a lot of extra yards to go. They dump it off. It goes to, and Jones drops it. He had it in his hands. He made the turn and dropped it.
First drop of the game for Quincy Jones comes at a big time, as he'd been so sure-handed throughout the night, but just can't quite get his mitts around this one, as he had some running room as well, as Adam Moore puts it right on him, and he had a chance, but not able to corral the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 20 to go here for the Panthers with 1:05 on the clock. And again, dropping the passes. Moore will go deep upfield. It's going to be picked again. This time it's Swenson. Swenson has a big field in front of him, and he's got room. He's going to go all the way to the other side, to the 20 and the 10. And Mikhail Swenson in for a Warriors touchdown.
It is the second pick six of the game and second pick six of the quarter, as Mikhail Swenson navigates his way into the end zone for the Warriors. And the route is basically on now, 26-10. And what a play. What a day for the Warriors defense, as they've been everywhere all night long, limiting this high-octane Pineview offense.
And they turned the lights off, and now they can't get them back on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. And we have lights out. Hey, there we go. All right. Hey, we're back up and running.
Good to see the lights back on.
They he got mad and started pounding the wall next door to us. And he said, "Are you kidding me?" But you know what? They got it up and running. We're good. We're ready to rock and roll. Could you imagine 45 seconds left on the clock and we have to wait for the lights? Figure that out. Been there, done that before.
I've been there as well, and that can be tiresome process, but the lights powered up quick, and the PAT, the Finlay Subaru extra point, is up and good.
It's the first extra point made by Snow Canyon today as well, so they get on the board 27-10, 45 seconds left to go. And coming up is the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show, so make sure to stick around and see why so many parents choose Johnson Pediatric Dentistry for their kids' dental needs. Again, that's coming up here shortly. You can call Johnson Pediatric Dentistry at 435-656-0511. Dr. Cody with a Johnson Pediatric. And coming up in the post-game show, we're going to be handing out some awards. I guarantee you that defense is definitely receiving some awards tonight.
Yeah, I think number 4, Ryder Holt, is earmarked for a couple awards for sure. We'll see, but he's my early candidate for a few. But I got to go into the deep recesses of the mind and think about who else I can throw in there. There's a lot of worthy candidates for a lot of the awards tonight, so it's going to be tough for me and you, Cade.
Yeah, we got a lot of different guys that are up for some of these awards. And with only 45 seconds left to play, we're going to be getting to the postgame show before you know it. And the kickoff is returnable. Costa on the return gets taken down at the 10-yard line. Not a lot of room to run there as Corbin Hafen comes in and takes him down.
Good play there by Hafen, good form tackle, and that's going to pretty much do it. Pineview's going to have a couple offensive plays here with 38 seconds, but down 17, it's pretty much a done deal here.
Yeah, at this point, they'll run a couple plays, but there's nothing they can do about it now. Snap is away, and Moore will look to pass. He's got pressure coming at him, and he's in the end zone. He's got to get rid of it. And he'll just throw it away. Ran a few seconds off the clock. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that play just never really had the footing from the get-go, as he was drifting back and looking for the screen, I believe, but just was never able to really set it up. Looks like we got a Warrior down for cramping. Doesn't look like an injury, just some cramps. But now
Still
he's
down.
Still down, so might be more severe than cramps, but it looks like with his teammates stretching his legs, it seems to be cramping, I would hope.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. I'm trying to get some updates from across Region 9, but as of right now, it looks like, again, Cedar tightens things up just a little bit. 28-19. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. That game taking its sweet time as, again, they had an injury earlier in the game, and so we're a little delayed on that one. And as far as Crimson Cliffs goes, they're still up against Dixie, 35-14. I haven't seen any other changes come from there. As again, we still have a player down on the field and trying to get stretched out. It is cramping. They're down there, and some of the trainers are talking with him and laughing, and so he's definitely in good spirits down there. We can at least say that.
It's good to hear as he's chugging that Gatorade like it's going out of style and trying to get that cramp freed up.
There's nothing worse than a cramp, I'll tell you.
It's bad.
It's not fun.
Even as a 30-year-old non-athlete anymore, getting them in bed at night is a startling experience. It'll get you up in a hurry.
Waking up to a cramp is one of the worst experiences I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemies.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
That's right.
I'd tell you that. Wow. 27-10, where the Warriors, again, they are looking to close this one out with only 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. And if that is the case, that they close this one out, then they should find themselves in a place where they can get a bye through the first week of the playoffs in the first round.
Looks like
he's up and walking, but
number 43. That's
I don't even have that one on my
roster.
roster.
That one on the roster. So it might be one of the younger guys getting in late in the game.
Yeah, it could be a freshman or sophomore out there that's just experiencing some varsity play for the first time.
Yeah.
Desert Hills extends the lead. It's 35-19 against the Warriors, or excuse me, against the Reds. And play resumes. 30 seconds ticking down on the clock here. As the Panthers take the snap, it's a handoff to Tonga. Tonga goes up the middle, and it'll be wrapped up, taken down by Ryder Holt. Gain of only a yard.
It looks as if the Panthers trying to run one more play here, but I don't know if they're going to get it off.
I don't know if they need to. Don't risk injury. Just they'll let it tick away. Yep, they will. So that'll be the ball game for you folks. 27-10. The Warriors take down the Pineview Panthers. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, it's the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show here on the Fan Sports Network. Stick around.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Welcome in. It's the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. Check out Dr. Cody with Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. He'll make you feel right at home. They ask about that $79 new patient special. 435-656-0511. Paul, we have the Warriors taking it tonight. Let's hand out some of our awards, starting with our Dealer Collision big hit of the game. I think we got to go to that last play right before halftime, that big sack on Adam Moore.
Yeah, I got to go with that one. That was a great play by the defense. Also the one where Tegan Whitehead came unblocked and had a sack as well. That was another Dealer Collision big hit of the game. But I agree, that one right before the end of the game definitely gets it.
And talking about some big plays, of course, and defensive plays. Defensive play of the game from Mountain Land Supply featuring Bryant.
Have to be either the Ryder Holt pick six or the Mikaio Swenson pick six, I would assume.
I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to say Mikaio Swenson pick six, because with our Hershey's Hardware player of the game, I think I want to go Ryder Holt.
Okay. I agree with you. We'll go with Swenson for the defensive play of the game, and then we'll go Ryder Holt for the MVP.
Yeah, he kind of did a little bit of everything on the defensive side. And when you look at that score, 27 on the board, here's the thing. A lot of that was due to the defense. Ryder Holt with the pick six, Swenson with the pick six. So a lot of defensive scoring from the Warriors in this one. I like it. We'll give him the player of the game. How about that? AWP Playmaker play of the game. Maybe we just give Ryder Holt that one, too.
Yeah,
How about
he
that?
kind of sweeping the awards tonight as he was the guy. He was the 2 picks, 1 pick six. He was just everywhere. A ton of tackles. He's got to be the guy.
He's got to be the guy. I like the sound of that. And the Warriors get the win in their final game of the season on Saturday. If you follow the Fan Sports Network on social media, we will be releasing those rankings as far as the RPI goes, and the playoff matchups will be announced on Saturday as well. So we got some time till that happens. But until then, that's it from us over here at Snow Canyon High School. Again, final score 27-10. Want to thank Sky for running the camera up top, of course, from Paul and myself. We appreciate you joining the broadcast with us tonight. So with that said, everybody have a good one, and we'll